Welcome back everyone to Transport Fever. Okay, as promised in this episode, we're going to look at jobs. So if we bring up Night Ghostin, we've got jobs here. So we have construction materials, machines and fuel. And now I just want to point out that I have not actually researched any of this, so we're going to be flying by the seats of our pants. Another thing is the old Transvapic Express that was coming up and down this line, I've retired. And I've just added a few more of the TGVs on this side because, like I said, I was going to put a different sort of line on this side, and I've just not got around to it yet. I'm not even sure if there's enough of these trains on here doing the job for us, but while we're here, just want to show a new train that became available. Is it here in the station? It certainly is. Oh, that's going to be a nice view. Let's just watch it go past. There we go. That goes really fast and it holds quite a lot of people. So we will be replacing all trains apart from the TGV with this one. It is a nice looking train as well. And it's a double deck. So I think it goes 122 miles per hour, I think. Let's have a look. I don't even know if it'll be able to reach its top speed. No. Oh, it's going over 100 though. And it's going to slow down to come in here, which is not obstructed by the other trains at the moment. But that one's making me a tidy profit as well, I do believe. Yeah, not too bad at all. But I think the big issue is more than likely going to be, just looking at it, passages from it. Anyway. We're going to look at all those wonderful things that I just mentioned. So one of them is, we've got the oil refinery. Now that makes us oil and fuel. So that needs oil. That's a chemical plant. That makes plastic. That's another chemical plant. So I guess we're looking for oil. There's one oil well. What else have we got over here? You are a goods factory. You are not useful. Guess we're trying to look for an area where they're all close by. That would be useful. You're a refinery as well. What are you? You're coal. You're iron ore. You're wood. Plastic. Chemical plant, chemical plant. Oh, what we got here? Machine factory. Aha. So these are two things that we need. So wood, steel. It gives you steel and plastic. Oh no, that's requirements. Okay, so wood and steel. Oh, right. So we need a machine factory that. Really, when you think about it, because we're already producing a lot of this stuff. One of those would be quite useful over here because we're already kind of pumping everything in. What are you? You're a quarry. You're oil. Construction materials plants. Aha. So what does this need? Stone or slag? Well, there's one of the requirements. So if you look on here. Construction materials. So that's one thing, and that looks like quite an easy one. Now this should be producing slag. Does it have any? 29, but that's only because I'm not shipping it. Do we have a spare line in this station? Not yet, but we can upgrade it to have one in there. I think that's the first one we're going to go for because it's quite an easy process. We can run a train from here to there to bring the stone. We're saying either or, so I don't know what happens if we take two different products, because we can take the slag from here. We'll have to give it a go and see. Okay, so no catenaries, we're not using an electric train. Looks like I'm going to be jumping over a train line again. Is there a way of doing this? Because I think with the construction not possible. It doesn't like you doing that at all. And I'm not sure why. I've still not figured it out. Okay, it doesn't mind that. But it's not going to go underneath. Okay. Won't go up. Won't go under. What's the best way to tackle this? Because I'm pretty sure we should be able to do either or, right? No, it's like, no, Mr. Vapor, I've told you before. We're not going to do this. Okay, let's go with the slag first because we're already producing that. So we just need to upgrade this station to 4 platforms. Oh, 4. Let me think about this. You've got those trains here. They're taking steel. Right, okay. Construction materials. I wonder what train actually is needed for that. Let's have a quick look. So this one takes... Okay. Livestock, plastic machines, tools. Okay. I was going to piggyback onto this line, but I might have to connect... It's going to be interesting. We've got a lot of work to do here. Okay, we'll just go with the extra line here for now. I mean, I could... Wait a minute, I could piggyback... To save crossing over it, I could be very sneaky. Well, let's put quite a few lines in here, just to make life a little bit easier. 5. Do we need to make this any longer? Might be a good idea too. Right, let's let these trains kind of clear the area. Clear you out. As soon as you go, we're going to be clearing you as well. Waits patiently. Right, there we go. Pause the game. Second street connection. I don't think we necessarily need that. High speed track, no catenaries. Do we go for the big... No, it's going to be too close to the factory. Okay, we'll take that. We'll buy one of those. Let me just double check how I have this set up. So we have you going on the wrong side of the track. Right, no problem. So we will connect you up here. Like so, and we'll connect you back in. There, perfect. Which then means we need a signal here and one there. Have I done that right? It appears so. Okay. Let's get out of here, and we've got to tell you. No. We don't want to do it. We want to turn around. To be no path. Into the station. There is a path. You imbecile. What is your problem? Nothing's ever easy when you start messing with things. Iron ore. Your path is there. It's because I've told you to go to the depot, isn't it? Oh, I don't want you to go to the depot now. Can you give up the idea of the depot notion? What happens if I... Incoming... Oh, I know. Is there a way of stopping it? No. Okay, if we send you to the depot first, that's probably the easiest way of doing that. Then the other one, which I've just closed, turn around, he'll go to the depot. There we go. Oh, they just have to make things awkward, don't they? Iron ore. Both of you politely leave. Okay, so you are steel. So if we bring you into this one, I think. Very nice. Put a signal here, and then we've got the coal. Too much curvature. Let's bring this one in. Oh. Come on, Vapor. Get a grip. collision with that. That's fine. I can fix that. That's an easy thing to deal with. Right, put you there. It's a bit of a weird curvature here in the track, but if we drag you out here, nope, you're not quite right. One little tiny misclick, and the game doesn't want to play nicely with you. Okay, so we got one there. One there. Brilliant. Everything's hunky-dory. So we need a train to come from here to here. To be honest, I could probably run trucks doing that. It might actually be cheaper. But I'm obsessed with using trains, so we need this one and this one. We will go for a 240. Not necessarily going to need it, and we need at least 2 platforms. So I'll rotate you around a little bit. Okay, you're going to be stupidly high. We could do it. Thing is, when you do it like this, the train never really picks up huge momentum because it's coming from a weird angle. See, that's really high. We could do a half and half train here, thinking about it. So what I mean by that is going one way, it'll bring the... Sorry, I can't think and talk at the same time, it appears. Let me just fix this. Yeah, so half the train will have the slag, and the other half will have the... It's construction materials, isn't it? So I'll do a train with 2 separate bits on it. How are we going to do this? Something like that. This isn't going to be pretty. That doesn't look nice at all. Can we upgrade? Looks a little bit better. There we go. Not that I wanted trees and lovely park areas on there. We will take it. Yeah, that is fairly high. Okay. It's fine. I don't think we need to go for the red bridge because I don't see the train ever getting up to the speed that it needs it. That really should have been a truck, shouldn't it? Let's be honest. But I don't care. So we're going to need to double this one up as well. I think we'll go from here. There we are. Right, so this is obviously only one of the various jobs. I call it jobs. It's really, you're just supplying to an industry so it allows people to work. Can we actually... Ooh, I never considered this thing before. Can you do that? I don't think you can. Ha! See, we learn something new every day. Let's see what happens. You can't do it. Terrain alignment. I wonder if it's to do with the ground. Let's try something else. Nope. Bridge pillar collision. Well, there you go. I've learnt something new today, but thankfully it's an easy thing to fix. So we'll bring you up here. Play nice now, come on. Right, then don't move then. You stay there, I don't mind. We can just bring up the terrain. If we're clever enough. This will work. Famous last words. Right, that's roughly the same height. Now if we just have a quick smooth over that. I'm not sure if that's enough. We'll soon find out. We've got 2 stations. That's fine, isn't it? Yeah. Let's drop you there a second, can we? Ha ha ha, sneaky, there we go. That's what we like. Perfect. I shall not be defeated that easily. There we go. It's a bit of a weird kind of curve in the bridge there. I'd be a little bit concerned. I bet if I came and did the bridge again, it would actually get rid of it. But I'm not really that bothered about it. We'll do some midway traffic lights. There we go. One there, one there. Just in case. So it's coming back in this way. Needs one that side, and finally one there. God, I do make things difficult at times. So we then need... You ain't going to fit there, are you? Of course you're not. That'd be too simple. I knew what I wanted to say, but I just didn't want to say it in an offensive manner. Because the game can be frustrating at times. There we go. Train track, please. I'm going to have some fun here running the train that way to take the construction materials. That's the next step. Oh, we could go through here, but I still think we could make it more interesting. Yeah, let's try and make this a little bit more interesting. Now the trains are going to get in each other's way a little bit, but I'm feeling confident that I can do something a little bit more complicated. Yeah, this is never going to end good. So let's just smooth this up nicely. It might help if I bring the train line around that I want. So we're going to come on... Are we going to piggyback on that line and take it into the same station? Where is their industry? Ah, I could put a separate station in, I guess. But then we want to be able to take the construction materials away, so it has to come onto this line. Oh dear. Which is this end one. But it doesn't matter which one this comes into the station. Right, these two here are free. I suppose all the trains could use the same track. Maybe I'm overcomplicating it, which is entirely possible. Right, so you're coming in that one. This one... Yeah, actually, do you know what? I'm not going to make it complicated after all, because there's no need. I wish there was like a pinch point here where you could just drag it in a little bit, kind of like that. Just to make it a little bit more... Because we don't want to be doing that, do we? I don't like that. What I was going to do is having this track coming across here, connecting onto this line and then off onto its own, but it just seems like unnecessary. I don't know. In fact, we're not even using these two lines, are we? No. Oh, one of them's going to be coal. Let's just do it that way. Yeah, doing that from a distance is never going to work. There we go. It just doesn't want to play, does it, when you do stuff like that? If you do it like this, the game's like, sure, we can do that. No problem. Now I've got to remember how I had these set up. So there'll be one of each of those there. I think he says as he has a casual hiccup. It's something like that. Yes. So the trains can use this line. Now I could be slightly clever here, which again is a scary thing. Even though they're... Oh, wait a minute. I'm having all sorts of wonderful thoughts. This one is going to be steel. So if we do something like that, so it can come in here, but in order to leave again, it needs to connect to that side, doesn't it? Right. So let's do the leaving line first, which will be something like that, and the line coming in have to be something duplicate segment. Let's let this train pass up. The signals are going to drive it crazy. Let's take you out of the way a minute. Right, there we go. Just so I can see what I'm doing. So we want you to really duplicate segment. Something more like that. So, right, this is where the signaling gets fun. So you're going to be there. Which way is that other train gone? You're on this side going backwards. So we need one kind of here. I've put catenaries on that line as well, which is slightly annoying. That one will say when they can go in here, but it's also gonna I think we need one here somewhere as well, just to say when the train has cleared the area. I don't know if it will do it automatically or not. Right, so if there's a train here, it wants to go in there and there, it can't go. But I think, let's put a signal here. If I put in a waypoint, I think, yeah, if that waypoint's there and the train wants to go into that one, even if that area is blocked, I think it might still go through. Wow, this seems very, very, very complicated. Let's chuck a couple more signals in here. Yeah. I'm really crossing my fingers for this because I have no clue whatsoever if this is going to pan out. Again, I might be making it overly complicated for the sake of it, but hopefully you guys are learning something or laughing or, you know, whichever you decide to do. Right, again, we're going to hook up to one of these. So if we drag a line through here, if it will allow me. Oh, you're not going to let me, are you? You're going to be really mean. Okay, you'll let me do that. So come in and go back out, and that might work. I might not need anything extra here. So again, a light and a waypoint. I might need to set up some other waypoints actually. We'll see what happens. Yeah, as it stands, the train's quite happy using that line, but it might decide otherwise in due course. So again, if it's clear, I think that light would be better off being there, just in case something's coming through. And I don't think we need one here. I think it will automatically clear, but we've got the one up there, so we'll do that just in case. Right, as it stands, that line is quite happy doing what it's doing. Do we have on the end of this line? Yeah, I can use this one. Okay, right, here goes. So you are going to be, I'm just going to put one train on initially. I'm going to use, do I use that one? 860, yeah, because it's a little bit cheaper. So we need one of you, and you are going to be transporting construction materials. Let's do 4. So I want you to, we'll send it to the opposite station first. So set line, new line. So I want you to come to that waypoint. Line must contain at least one stop. Oh, fair enough. Right. Okay, if we do that first. Right. So we want you to go to Ramblington West. I should have done that the other way around, shouldn't I? If I do... Oh, this is hurting my brain incredibly at the moment. Let's change the colour so I can see it. If I remove that one, Ramblington West, that's over here, isn't it? Yes. So Ramblington West, then to the waypoint. Not that you'd really need to. No, you wouldn't need to, would you? Remove that. Need to go to this waypoint. The train's not got a clue what I'm doing at the moment. Then there. Oh, there you go. Perfect. And then from here, I want you to go to the waypoint again. See, I mean, it's going into that platform, which we don't want it to. We want it to do that. Right, so how does that look? It looks like it's working, doesn't it? Okay, so there is that. And then we need to add onto this line something that will take... So we need something powerful for this. 2007, yeah, that's more powerful. So we'll take... So we do this a different colour. What about pink? Do one of those, and we are carrying slag. So 1, 2, 3. I'm wondering if we should put 2 trains on this. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. So 4 of those, and then 4 construction material. Hopefully that's not bigger than the platform itself. 146 meters. Okay, yeah, it's not too big. We'll duplicate that one. Set line, new line. You're going here, and you're going here. Is that working fine? It appears so. Unpause. Let the chaos ensue. Right, so you're going to go there. What speed are we playing at? There we go. So we got the coal coming in here. Oh, that pink is terrible. All these trains, a distinct lack of coal, I might add. So that means no steel is being made, is it? Well, I don't think that train's possibly powerful enough. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, because it's got to go uphill. Let's keep that in the corner and just watch its speed. Here comes another coal train. Does this one have anything on it? No, so we have an issue, so we need to go and check on that. You are logs and steel. Okay, so you're coming in here. Wow, this is a busy little station. I'm waiting for the train that's going to pull in here, and I just want to see how all this works. Is that it there? Yeah, it says logs at the moment, but that is the one. Let's just come into here and see. I didn't watch the speed of that, but has it just arrived at the other station? Yep, and it's on its way back. Okay. Right, so you've stopped because you can't go because this train is here. What happens once that one leaves? At what point do you get happy? Is it once it passes that signal? No. It's once it physically clears it. Okay. Now, I could probably move this across and have the train going in here directly. It's probably a better way of doing it than I currently have it set up. So maybe the line comes out here with a light on it, which would allow it to pass even if this was blocked. Yes, that would work. But as it stands, I'm fine. Just let me make sure all this is going properly. So, do we have any slag? Yes, we do. You're going to take 2. Now, what was the issue with the coal? 20 coal. 324. Trying to ship more coal. I'm trying, but you're not giving it me. Okay, so you've took all that. Charts. Yeah, we've been shipping quite a bit, so don't pick on me. You're not doing a full load job there, are you? No, you're not. Where's the other one? Just pulling into the station. Do you have anything? Yes. Ah, there we go. It's all working again. Perfect. Right, we're probably going to be making a loss as it stands because that's going to take time to kind of embed in. So that's going to bring nothing here at the moment because as far as the line is concerned, even though it could bring the construction materials here, which it may well do, they're not going anywhere, so why would it bother? How do we set this up? Let's go back that way. Oh, it all looks incredibly complicated. Oh, here comes a plane. We now have 2 planes on there as well. It's actually making us some money, can you believe? Still not taking a lot of people, but it's making a small profit. So now we need... We could do half and half on these trains to make things less complicated. So, if I send you to the depot, and wherever your friend is, him, as soon as that unloads, you can go to the depot as well. And rather than add any extra trains at this point, what we can do is we can remove some of these, 2, 3, leave 4 on there, and then add, what am I doing? Buy trains, construction materials is that one, isn't it? Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that's big enough. Let's see what happens. I mean, this platform is quite long, but the other one, I don't think it is. Okay. So we've got more steel coming in. You're going to go into the depot. Let's watch. This is really annoying. I need to double check about that. I wonder if it's because of the catenaries. I wonder if that's what's making the problem. Not sure. So you're going to come in here. I just want to make sure this actually fits. Pause the game. 1, 2. Did we leave 4 on there? 4 and then 4. Okay, buying trains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just blow all the money. And this is Night Ghost goods for the moment. Oh wow, just fits. Okay, perfect. So that's now going to transport any construction materials. Let's follow this line round. What are you? You are steel. Now the thing is, this train might take steel. Potentially. No. Ah, there we go. Construction materials. Do you have any? No. So we've finally got some. This place probably start ramping up its production, I would think. Trying to ship more steel. I am endeavouring to do so. Give me a chance. And this place is... How are you doing? Needs more slag. Okay. I think we might try and bring some stone in here as well. That's why we have the second line. Because that might increase the production. And as I said, bearing in mind, this is literally... Here comes our train. Right, why are you not picking up construction materials? Do I need to fiddle with your line? So where are we now? Ramblington West. We need you to... Oh, wait a minute. Vehicles. How do we do this? Do we have to send you to a depot first? Ugh. I think I do. Slightly annoying. I'm going to tell it what it should be carrying. So I think that might be the issue. We'll soon find out. You're going to come in here. I will rework these lines later on, just to get them right. Right, pause the game. So, you are going to be construction materials. To be honest, you could have... I can, again, do half and half with these trains if you think about it, because these things carry steel as well as construction materials. So I could add a couple more, and the other 2 trains... In fact, I didn't even need to set everything up like that. But you probably already realised that. I'm guessing it's that one, yeah. Because this is steel, isn't it? Yeah. So after all of that... Why is only... Oh, that's got construction materials on it. You see, there you go. I've overcomplicated it, but hey, it looks pretty. So we didn't actually need to do that. Never mind. So I've just sat here for 35 minutes. Not entirely, but pretty much faffing around. Although we needed this line. But we didn't need to put this additional line in. It's like this train just doesn't want to pick up anything. Send it back to the depot again. How have I got these guys set up? They can pick up whatever they really want to. And they are. So that's got construction materials as well. Right. So what is it? This issue with this train? Have I put log ones on here? No, I haven't, because they're clearly there. Automatic, automatic. I know it takes it kind of time to go back and forth for it to realise what it should be doing. I don't know. What have we got on here? Have you got construction materials? You have. Fantastic. So that part's working. That's now bringing construction materials to here, which will only be used by this town initially because no train coming out of here. Take it the other way. Yep, you can go away. There we go. So we've started to supply that one. Now, fuel, which is this one, is fairly easy. That's literally just taking... where are we? Is that the refinery? That's the oil well. So that's taking oil from here to one of these, or there's one over there. That might be the better one, because it's not too far away, and then we can ship it off again. So that'd be the next one. And what was the other one? Tools? I've not made, but there was a factory over here that did that, I think. Is it this one? Yeah. Again, wood and steel. So they're all revolving around steel, really. So there's going to be something we're really going to have to focus and face into, I guess. Wow. Although, even though I've been sat here spending all this money, my money's looking quite good. Let's just take a quick look and see how we're doing. So, oh, that reminds me. Speaking of Etherville and buses, Dark Ether said, why have I only got buses going round one way? Why haven't I got them going counterclockwise as well? That's a fair point, because in reality that's how it works. I do need to tweak that. Oh my, the planes are making money. Look, they're making dollar. Can you believe it? This one just landed as well. I think that, in part, is to do with the fact that I added an extra plane, so that the frequency is there, which encourages people to actually use the service. I could be wrong. You're just landing. There's 24 people waiting. How many can you hold? We might even need another plane. Imagine. Should we do it? I mean, I could put a Concorde in. We'll stick 55. No, we'll stick with this one for now. May as well give it a go, hadn't we? And they'll space themselves out anyway. That was a bit of a distraction. So buses, yes, we need to look at. The Freckleston shuttle to the airport is making me some money. Where are we? Here we go. So the buses might make more if we do some going the opposite way. This line is fine for the moment. That's a new line I've just put in, which I've not named. This is... what are you? Hamilton West to Ramblington South. Aha, you're the slag line. Sounds really horrible. 616k. Now that's taking construction materials as well. Coal is making some money. Ramblington Circular. We need to have a look at some of these smaller towns that I've run a train to, but no bus service. So there's that. Salo Farm. Such a weird line. Still making the same money. I like the consistency of it. Salo to Etherville, we put the TGV on. That's making me some nice money too. Salo to Kroitov. I need to upgrade all the trains to these at some point. Steel line 1.6. Forest is 1 million. What's this? The food. That's quite good. Buses are my biggest problem, it seems. Transvapic Express 28.9 million. It's unbelievable. I'm tempted though, and this will be my final thought. I sound like Jerry Springer all of a sudden. If we look on here as it stands, we have the TGV short, which we're using. Costs 4.8 million a year. Takes 72 people on at 186 miles an hour, assuming it can get to that speed. This is 124 miles an hour, which is attainable. 3.47 million and 124, so it's a little bit less. It's about $1 million cheaper. It's not as powerful. I think it might actually be a suitable replacement. I don't know, because if each train is going to save me $1 million a year, it might be worthwhile tinkering around and seeing what we can do with that. Look at that view from Etherville. That is a nice view right there. Putting the bridge in was a fantastic idea, Noble, I must say. Although there's a lot of traffic, so there's a lot of chances to put in here more bus routes, I think. And considering the amount of people that are actually driving between towns as well, means we're not doing something quite right. We're going to have to look at that in a little bit more depth. Yeah, that's working fine. Let me slow the game down. I don't even know why I'm playing it so fast. There we are. So yeah, I think on that note, that is a good spot to leave it. I hope you've kind of picked up what the jobs is. As I said at the very beginning, it is just another industry kind of thing anyway. But that's basically how it works. Now, I'm going to assume that Night Ghosting will start to expand even more because it's got food, it's got goods, it's got kind of got transport links. It doesn't seem too happy with them, and now it's got stuff for jobs, so the industry should pick up. So that town, in fact, before I say goodbye, Saulo is still our biggest town, so Night Ghosting is not far behind, and its jobs are about 1,000 behind, so we have to keep an eye on that and see how much that changes. But on that note, until next time, as always, take care.